Hi everyone. So today while I'm making lunch, I was thinking about something that completely changed how I look at self-improvement. It's from this amazing book Atomic Habits by James Clear. And trust me, if you ever feel stuck, lazy or like nothing's changed no matter what I do, this one thought can flip your mindset completely. So coming to part 1, it says about tiny changes, big differences. You know what's funny? Most of us want to change our life, like big changes. We say things like, from tomorrow I will work out every day, or I will study 5 hours daily, or I will never procrastinate again. But by day 3, we are like, oof, maybe from next Monday. But here's what James Clear says: change doesn't come from doing something huge once. It comes from doing something tiny every single day. He calls it the 1% rule. If you improve just 1% every day, by the end of the year, you will be 37 times better than you were before. And yeah, that's real math. Compound growth works in habits too. Now come to part 2, the ice cube story. Let me give you his most famous example. Imagine there's an ice cube sitting on the table. The room is freezing, say 25 degrees. You warm it up slowly, 26, 27, 28, 29. Nothing happens. Then at 32 degrees, suddenly drip, the ice starts melting. Now what's actually changed? The earlier degree weren't wasted. They were building up to the breakthrough moment. That's what happens with our habits too. You might be doing all the right things, studying daily, eating better, exercising, and still see no visible results. But trust me, you were just below the melting point. Keep going, and one day, drip, everything starts changing. Now, part 3. Habits are the compound interest of self improvement. You know how money grows with compound interest? A small investment keeps growing little by little, and then suddenly it multiplies. Habits are exactly like that. Let's say you decide to write just one page a day. You will think it's too little, but in 1 year, that's 365 pages, a whole book. Or you decide to walk 10 minutes every evening. That's just 600 seconds. But in 3 months, your stamina, your energy, your confidence, everything changes. Because what you repeat grows. Good or bad, everything compounds. If you eat junk food daily, that compounds too. If you scroll your phone before bed, that compounds into poor sleep, low focus, and tired mornings. Now, part 4, systems over goals. Now, here's a big twist. James Clear says, forget goals, focus on system. And when I read that, I was like, wait, what? But it makes sense, because both winners and losers have the same goals. Everyone in race wants to win. Everyone starting a business wants to success. Everyone starting a diet wants to get fit. So, goals don't separate success from failures. Systems do. For example, your goal might be, I want to lose weight. Your system should be, eat one healthy meal daily and go for a 15-minute walk after dinner. That's it. Because if you follow a system, results follow automatically. And the best part, systems make you fall in love with the process, not just the outcome. Here's the part 5. It says, why small habits feel useless at first. Okay, now here's the tough part. Why do we give up so fast? Because small habits feel like they are doing nothing. You eat one salad, no change. You read 10 pages, no big deal. You save 100 rupees, feels silly. But that's exactly why most people quit too early. You want fireworks, not slow burns. But life doesn't reward intensity, it rewards consistency. Let me give you one example. If you plant a seed today and dig it up tomorrow to see if it's growing, you will kill it. Habits are the same. You have to water them daily without checking every morning if they have grown, okay? Now comes to part 6. It says about breaking through the plateau. Have you heard about the valley of disappointment? That's the phase where you have been putting effort but there's still no visible result. It's that painful gap between I'm trying and it's working. But James says that's exactly where most people give up because they can't see the growth that's happening under the surface. The change is invisible until suddenly it's not. So, next time you feel like quitting, tell yourself you are not failing, you are just in the warm up phase. Part 7 says about the 1% mindset. Let's make this practical. Here are some tiny 1% habits you can start today. Read 2 pages every night before sleeping. Write down one thing you are grateful for every morning. Drink 1 extra glass of water daily. Or you can study for 10 minutes more than yesterday. Compliment one person genuinely every day. Or just spend 5 minutes organizing your desk. Small, yes. Easy, totally. But do them daily. And in next 6 months, your entire life looks different. Now part 8 says how to make it stick. And here's a small cooking style formula. Cue, routine, reward. Let's say every morning when you make tea, that's your cue. Use that cue to start a habit. Like listening to one motivational podcast while drinking tea, that's your routine. And your rewards feeling positive and pumped for the day. Repeat that daily, boom, you have built a new habit. Now the part 9 says the real success story. Here's a story James shared about the British cycling team. For years they were terrible. No Olympic medals, no Tour de France wins. Then a new coach came in and focused on tiny improvements everywhere. He improved bike seats, sleeping positions, and uniforms, even the hand washing technique. Small things, but in 5 years they own 5 Tour de France titles and dozens of Olympic golds. That's the power of atomic habits. Tiny changes, massive results. So the final thought is, next time if you feel stuck or think your effort isn't paying off, remember this. You are not behind. You are just compounding. No one sees the roots growing underground. They only see the tree when it blooms. Your growth works the same way. Don't wait for motivation or perfect day to start. Start with one small step today. Because even a 1% better version of you every single day can create a 100% transformed life. Alright, lunch ready? But before you go, if this story gave you even one new thought about how to grow slowly but surely, then do yourself a favor, start your 1% habit today. And hey, if you love watching content that helps you change your mindset and grow better every day, subscribe now because we're going to build these habits together.